Have I stretched my legs recently? I have. I have. Thank you for asking, though. Hmm. 6 vampire scrolls. I'm just taking it easy. Breathing for now. Seeing how this map is looking within the next 9 minutes. Well, also at the same time, I'm looking up some strategy stuff on what's coming ahead. As I get to the ending. But of course I try my best not to spoil it myself entirely. Hey, thank you for the hydration, Kiba. You know who I realize I haven't seen in a while? Probably Leon. I wonder if he's doing like summer classes or something. I feel like it's possible. I thought he was done with graduate school stuff, but I guess he's never done. I think I'll probably turn on some YouTube for a bit. Probably take a little bit of downtime before we move forward in Monster Hunter Stories. Let's put the category under Stream Raiders for now. Because I do want to catch up on some YouTube. Alright, let me see if I can bring back up some thing I can watch. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna cut the music for now because it's about to get serious. It's literally about to get serious if you want to watch an Uncle Roger video. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you for the Epic Orc Slayer tanking his life.
Today, Auntie Liz, aka the Queen of Chicken Rice, is joining Uncle Roger.
Hello.
And together, we're gonna review salted food, how to make Hainanese chicken rice.
When we discovered Singapore was our theme from our mystery box, we then asked you guys what we should make. Everyone in Singapore said chicken rice.
Of course, they say chicken rice. That's the only good food Singapore has. It's too hot today. Both of us sweating. Auntie Liz have new cookbook out.
It's called Makan. It's about all the recipes that I cook at home for dinner time. Lots of full of delicious recipes, including Hainanese chicken rice and the nasi lemak.
But you don't need cookbook, just use feeling. Cookbook for what?
We don't know how to cook.
So send one copy to Jamie Oliver.
Oh, roasted.
It is unbelievably delicious, and obviously, chicken is the star of the show. So what we want to do is make an amazing chicken stock, and then we use that stock to cook the rice, and the rest just happens.
That technique sounds correct.
Stock is leek, spring onions, a little bit of ginger, onion, coriander stalks, a pinch of black pepper, a load of cold water, and a whole bird. Put
No, 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 don't use sleek. This Asian cooking, nobody use sleek. Just spring onion is enough.
I wouldn't use onion also. I would use shallots. I much prefer the flavour.
Onion for poor people. Are they poor? They don't look poor. They got whole studio. Uncle Roger recording in this shithole and I can afford salad.
Also, where's the garlic?
They either vampire or they hate flavor.
Also, they didn't peel the ginger. It's quite lazy.
Peeling ginger
and
so
I'd also-
easy.
And I'd also use pandan. That's the key ingredient for Hainanese chicken rice.
Oh, but pandan hard to get, I guess.
Not so much now.
White people don't know what pandan is.
Pandan is like a green leaf. It has a very unique flavour that is very, very particular for Hainanese chicken rice. So always trying to source some pandan for when you're making this dish.
Correct. If you don't live close to shop that sell pandan, move. But the biggest ingredient they're missing is the king of flavor, MSG. Where your MSG? Salted food. Where your MSG? Auntie Liz, do you use MSG in your food now?
Do you want the real answer or the PR answer?
Give me the real answer.
Yeah, we use MSG.
Of course he does.
There's always dignity in death.
Now, some of you said that a key to a good chicken rice is to exfoliate the skin. So that's to rub it in salt and then wash it off. So
I wish you'd stop holding the chicken.
Yeah, it looked a bit weird. Who hold chicken like this?
Respect.
Don't give this guy children. This how he gonna hold his baby. Oh, is this how you hold your baby, Riley?
No.
No? Do you beat your child?
No.
Really?
I'm not going to say that on camera.
There's so many kitchen utensils. What's the point of having so many kitchen utensils if you can't use any to hit your child?
Oh my god, Uncle Roger.
Instead.
a key to a good chicken rice is to exfoliate the skin. So that's to rub it in salt and then wash it off.
Wait, so is that what exfoliate mean? My ex-wife Auntie Helen, she spends so much money on skincare exfoliation product, but turn out you can just rub salt on face.
Having done that, it goes into our water and then get all the rest of that water in.
Second lot.
Yeah. Ooh. Double. We want to basically cover it. It's going to give it a little chickeny bath.
It's going to be delicious.
That sounds correct. Sounds a bit wrong, but that's correct.
And then you bring it up to a very gentle simmer and cook it for about 45 minutes until that chicken is just cooked through.
This could be the most heavily influenced community recipe we've ever made because you guys bombarded us with amazing tips.
Too many cooks spoil the broth. Why would hundreds of anonymous YouTube comments be any better?
Yeah.
I'm not confident.
Who take advice from YouTube comment? Hi, it's not gonna be good. Keep watching video, see if Auntie Liz's prediction correct.
Chicken rice has some very distinct characteristics that we can't mess up, hasn't it, Ben?
Yes.
Ew, hi, that chicken looks so pale and sick. It looked like Darth Vader when he take mask off at the end of Star Wars.
The chicken, they could have used a corn-fed one. That would give it a nice yellow hue on the skin and the meat. This free-range chicken doesn't look so good, a bit too anemic and pale.
Correct. Say no to free-range chicken. Don't give chicken good life, otherwise they all look like shit. Does not represent any of Auntie Liz's view on chicken. Please go to her restaurant.
Please come back.
After about 45-50 minutes of bubbling away in here, this is cooked. To check, place a skewer into the thickest part, somewhere like the leg.
That like acupuncture for chicken.
And just make sure that any juices that run out are clear. They are.
Looks like you're changing a nappy.
And then this.
How is that like changing a nappy?
Does he know what changing nappy look like?
I don't think so. I have a child. That's not like changing a nappy.
Hi, these people must be alone. They both look like they don't have girlfriends. These two nappies look so single. How you know what changing nappy looks like?
Looks like you're changing a nappy.
And then this is where you.
I like how every joke this guy makes gets ignored.
Uncle Roger don't know why he there. Hi, what his purpose? He not cooking, he not commenting, and he not even eye candy. Why he there?
Uncle Roger's such a
This is where you
savage.
get an awesome characteristic feel. This goes into an ice bath.
Correct.
This is what gives it its silkiness, right?
I would also maybe put a little bit more water or get a bigger ice bath so you don't have to use your hands to touch the ice. And also, don't forget to season the water with salt or MSG.
You suggested doing anyway. Make sure you put it in an ice bath. Like any athlete.
And actually, this chicken is.
His joke got ignored again. This guy ignored by women and also by men.
Oh yeah, sure,
Sometimes you
Kiva.
Take all of this chicken stock and bubble it rapidly for about half an hour to reduce it down to something that is so delicious. and much darker in colour. It will look like that.
It looks like he's reduced it a bit too much. Hainanese chicken rice broth should look really light.
Yeah, it's supposed to just be clear broth you serve on site.
Right, but his looks like a muddy puddle.
It looked like Nephew Nick ramen broth.
And we've been soaking our rice. It's Thai
He's calling all the
fragrant rice.
shots.
Yo, Uncle Roger like Thai fragrant rice.
Now we can make this paste. That's just root ginger and garlic, peeled, both blitzed up or pounded by hand with a little bit of oil.
Okay so far. I'd use some chicken fat maybe instead of oil. A bit more flavour.
And no sesame oil.
So the paste has been made with a little bit of vegetable oil, in this case groundnut, but the real secret here comes in the form of chicken fat.
Oh, good. Correct.
Scoop it off the top of the stock, and that chicken fat is pretty much what we're going to use to start the rice off. Ginger and garlic paste, fry that, cook out the water, get the
look good.
fragrance going, fry that for a couple of minutes till it goes translucent, and then in.
They're frying raw rice, but you don't want it to go translucent.
It's not like a risotto. You want to do it very fast, very quick to impart all that flavour into the rice.
Correct? If your rice translucent, you fucked up.
and then in with our stock.
But why are they doing a saucepan and not a wok?
Hi,
You are the only one out of all of us who have been to Singapore. Do you remember anything about the food when you went?
What I remember is having amazing street food in a hawker stand, and I remember 4 of us ate for like $5 Singapore. Again, this is going back a while.
Hiya, just cook. Uncle Roger don't want to hear your holiday. Hiya.
I think some people just want to make their videos longer for the ad revenue.
Too much bullshit. They keep talking. The rice is fucked.
And you know it's kind of ready when you can hear the sizzle.
They
And then
look
we can
nice.
Add in all of our chicken stock, give it one stir, turn it right down, put a lid on it, and then we're going to cook it until that rice absorbs. It'll probably need about 10 minutes.
Hiya, just use rice cooker. Their studio so nice, can't afford single rice cooker. Even Uncle Roger, favorite K-pop group Stray Kid, can bring giant rice cooker on stage, but they can't even afford small one. How do you make rice at Mei Mei? Do you use the saucepan method or do you use rice cooker?
No, we have 4 very large rice cookers.
4 rice cooker! Auntie Liz rice cooker fuck girl.
All right.
Okay,
Of
now
soy,
they make their chili
50
sauce.
ml of water, a pinch of sugar, cook it in a pan, heat it up just so the sugar dissolves and you're left with a really delicious but mellow soy sauce.
It's much more subtle. And if you guys do want to make your own chili sauce, and you guys said the memories of doing that and pounding it in a pestle and mortar with your parents, the memories of doing that and pounding it in a pestle and mortar with your
Uncle Roger, do you like pounding?
Only when it comes to chili sauce, hiya, this Auntie Liz so dirty.
Is that why Auntie Helen left?
Don't
Oh,
bring up memory, Auntie Liz.
all the roasting.
Uncle
It's so
Roger hasn't
savage.
pound anyone in so long. I think I forgot how pounding works.
So first up, we want to take out the spine. So we want to basically cut down
Is
there.
this all good so far?
It looks good. Technique looks good.
So what you end up with is 2 hot.
Very, very small cleaver though.
And then you want to take off the wings. The wing come off first.
They're so tiny, you right?
It goes automatically through.
And they haven't hung the chickens. That's why it's also
The
juicy.
fact that it's cooked, it's even easier.
Oh,
The juice, when you hang it, it kind of rests a bit more.
Through it.
I've washed my hands, but I just want to say
Stop touching the breast.
but maybe they like juicy because they're so single. That's the only moist thing they can touch.
That bit can be served as well. Just cut through the bone and people can chew on the breastbone, and then basically
Uncle Roger think that chopping look okay.
Technique's okay.
stays with the chicken. But obviously the prized meat is the dark meat. So
Ah, correct. White meat, chicken breast meat, tastes like cardboard. No taste.
pull the bone out, but leave the chicken thigh. And that's the prized bit of meat.
Ah, price bit of meat is also what Uncle Roger called my pea.
Hey, children.
You can see the rice now, it's absorbed, it's got the shine from the actual chicken fat, but the
Is this non-stick saucepan? Should you be using metal spoon on this?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, if his parent Asian, he gonna get disowned by his parent.
Get slapped by a slipper.
Correct.
Should be using wok anyway. Then you can use metal spoon.
Where your wok? Salted food? Where your wok?
flavour from the stock.
Sorted food just hasn't been prepared.
Getting killed.
Beautiful mound.
Plate it properly.
Put it in the bowl.
Yeah, put in bowl, flip over. That skill even Jamie Oliver have. Don't half-ass this shit. Hiya.
What's this mess in the background as well?
Yeah, that like chicken carcass. What the hell is
It's like
that?
chicken roadkill.
You filming video. Just put the shit away.
Don't throw the bones away. Put it in the stock.
Oh, correct.
Make more stock.
Listen to Auntie Liz.
Serve the breast, thigh, plus we've got our cucumber.
Don't forget the sauces. Don't forget the sauces.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He just can't ignore it.
Don't forget the sauces.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He just can't ignore it.
Poor
Why
guy.
is there?
And that right there, a dish to be proud of. Hainanese chicken.
Sorted.
Hainanese chicken.
Sorted.
That's his only contribution to the video, saying sorted.
That's not a bad job. He getting paid a lot of money. It's so sorted.
I feel so bad for these guys. At least presentation, the camera makes it look good.
That's almost melting your mouth.
Hiya, why are they using forks to eat the rice? In Singapore and Malaysia, we use a spoon.
Yeah, they mess up so bad. Even Auntie Liz saying, "Hiya, stop using forks. Stop poking your rice. Hiya." That's a very white thing to do. This video just so white. The rice white, the chicken white, the people all white. This video whiter than Jamie Oliver pork belly.
Oh
The only
no,
thing of
that's
colour in this video is the cucumber, and it's green.
And that rice has just got fragrance all the way through it.
I love how you stepped outside your comfort zone for this recipe by asking the experts beforehand.
They asked the wrong expert. YouTube comment is not expert. They should ask Auntie Liz. See, Hainanese chicken rice recipe right here. Where you get this recipe from? Is it from YouTube comment?
Nope.
No.
It looks so nice. There are picture in it. So if niece and nephew illiterate, you can still buy this book. But overall, Uncle Roger think this video actually not bad. They got most of the thing right.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad video, Uncle Roger. Your legs stayed up the entire time. Overall, it's good, but I think they could have used a corn-fed chicken to get a nice yellow colour on the meat.
Yeah, nobody want pale pasty chicken.
And I think that after the ice bath you make sure you season the ice bath and you hang the chicken to let it rest.
Niece and nephew, Uncle Roger and Auntie Liz actually came to Sorted Food Studio to review their cooking live.
So check out the link to the video in the description below. I wouldn't use onion also. I think I agree with you.
Oh, we gotta watch this next.
Yeah, only put.
Actually, maybe you do that because that sounds so mean from me. You're the mean one, I'm not. I want people to come back to my restaurant.
It looked like Darth Vader when he take his mask off at the end of Star Wars. Oh. Record that. Every time. They only
Every
come
time.
when I'm recording.
Uncle Roger, do you like pounding?
When it come to chili sauce, hi, so dirty, this Auntie Liz.
Oh, is that why Uncle... Is that why Uncle... Sorry.
No uncle. Uncle Roger don't like pounding uncle.
I
Roger
mean-
too poor, can't even afford 2 headphones for both of us. So we have to share one. What's the point of having so many kitchen utensils if you can't use any to hit your child?
You hit your husband instead.
Ooh,
Don't
this
put that in.
Auntie Liz so dirty.
Don't include this. I know you're going to.
They both look like they don't have girlfriend.
We're gonna do filming with the dog.
It's fine, they won't see the video until we have filmed. So
It's too late.
yeah, we are actually filming something with these people tomorrow. And we told them we're gonna review their video first, but they don't know what exactly we're gonna say. Explain to Uncle Roger how pounding works. How do you pound peanut allergy guy? Say? Say? Uncle Roger only pound chili jab? No, chili jab.
Oh my god.
You said chili jab.
Oh my goodness sakes. We have to like watch this video next. But I also love how Nick just shows up again after that one video where Uncle Roger just literally judged Nick so hard on the ramen recipe. And also Stephen Ha is here too. Stephen Ha is an OG. And Sorted Food did not show up in the comment section. Look at the YouTube comment section. Okay, back to this. No rogues over here. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll use Stronghold this time, just so we can protect our tanks. And I will be right back for a little bit, just to get a little bit of breathing. Alright, after that we're gonna return to that follow-up video to see what the heck is going on. With Uncle Roger and Sorted Food. Part 2. Alright, I've returned to my seat. And GG, Kiba, GG. And everybody else as well, tanking his life, thank you for 5 assists. Thank you to Mike Coffee for 7 kills, Will Morrison for 4 kills. Last Guns, welcome back for 2 kills. Kiba for 8 kills. What will it be this time, Kiba? What will it be this time? We'll give it to tanking his life this time. Alright. Now we have another treasure trove. Let's see how this one is. Oh, this is completely easy. Easy, easy lemon squeezy. Alright. Go crazy. It's all rogues now. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
That was easy.
Okay, now let's go ahead and brace ourselves for the oh so mighty Uncle Roger and Auntie Liz for part 2 of Judgment Day. Wait, where's my VTuber thing? Okay, there we go. Now I'm back. Here we go. Oh.
Hello and welcome back to Sorted Food. Now today we're lucky enough to have 2 special guests. Uncle Roger, fellow YouTuber and rice connoisseur, and Liz Haig, Michelin star winning chef and the genius behind May May Restaurant. Are you ready to judge the carnage that is about to unfold?
Always ready. I just reviewed your Hainanese chicken rice video, so excited for this. See how you up.
Did we not decide one guest judge at a time?
Yeah.
It just feels
brutal enough as it is.
Well, no pressure, but today's theme is rice, and we've asked both of you to try and cook an authentic Singaporean dish. All to play for.
And you said something about a Michelin star?
Yeah, just one.
Just
Just
one.
the one.
Just one.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm going to be making a seafood, no wait a minute, an authentic seafood laksa. So imagine a beautiful seafood broth with some rice noodles at the bottom and then scattered over with some scallops, some prawns and some mussels on top, some fresh garnishes. It's both spectacular and delicious and traditional.
Barry's doing noodles in a rice battle. That's because
They are.
this is going to go down so well.
They're rice noodles, okay?
Right. I'm just saying, it's not me you have to convince, it's the Michelin star chef over there
Why I'm
and the
looking-
comedian
why
who's
I'm
built
looking
a
this
career
way and not that
around
way.
rice.
That rice noodle already wrong. In laksa, we use the yellow egg noodle, the round one.
What do you mean?
This noodle for pho, for Vietnamese pho.
But next time use rice vermicelli. Be a bit more. You can use vermicelli in laksa as well. But traditionally, laksa is egg noodles.
Okay, cool.
Don't try to shoehorn rice noodle. Hiya.
Off to a great start there, Baz.
He's trying to be
Did you know there's
inventive.
9 different types of laksa?
9. Which one are you doing, Baz?
The third famous one.
So, Uncle Roger, as a comedy food critic, who have been your favourite or worst dishes and chefs to review?
It has to be Jamie Oliver. That guy, I don't know what that guy doing. He keep trying to make Asian food, but he keep it up. He used packet rice for his egg fried rice. Not a fan. Uncle Roger reviewed you guys before. Hainanese chicken rice. It not bad, not bad. Check out the video on my channel.
I'll take not bad.
Music not
This
bad.
is the base of my sambal that I'm making from scratch.
Oh,
And that's going to be going on my nasi lemak, which I'm making in a traditional style.
Traditional style.
Nasi meaning rice, lemak meaning fat and creamy.
oh well
Someone
done.
use Google Translate.
And it's going to be a plate with banana leaf on the bottom. It's going to have a beautiful bowl of rice turned up
Okay,
down
okay.
on top. There's going to be homemade sambal. There's going to be fried egg and a beautiful peanut and anchovy garnish.
You're gonna make your own sambal.
Making my own sambal. So I've started by rehydrating some Chinese red chilies.
That wrong type of chili already. Hiya. About made with Malaysian chili. We call it chili padi. The smaller type. This for Chinese hot pot. This not for sambal.
Ah, but have you tried it in a sambal?
No,
Well,
Uncle Roger don't like to try wrong thing.
So what you're doing here, you're frying some anchovies and red onion, is that?
red onion, dried anchovies, frying them into the nice golden brown, let them dry off on the kitchen towel, and then I've roughly chopped up some shallots and some garlic. I'm gonna chuck it all into my mixer with my tamarind and my shrimp paste. Mixed it up for absolutely ages.
Okay.
Form that into our sambal. And now it's frying off in a pan for about 7 to 10 minutes to go nice and dark and sticky.
Okay.
What I'm looking for from the sambal is that you've got a nice base to it, so it's nice and smooth, but also you've got to cook off those raw ingredients first so that you don't get a raw garlic flavour, or the chilli, or the shrimp paste. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this is all going to come together.
Ooh, metal spoon on non-stick pan.
What?
My mom would have beat me to death already. Asian parents love saucepan more than children.
So to start, I'm focusing in on the most important bit in my eyes, the paste. I've got a lot of ingredients here and it's all about balancing the right amounts. We've got shallots for sweetness, garlic, turmeric, ginger, lemongrass, and then some shrimp, some dried chilies, macadamia nuts and some shrimp paste.
Macadamia nuts. Interesting.
The right amounts,
Okay.
blend them up, stick it on the heat and cook for as long as possible.
Nobody eat macadamia nut in Malaysia. We don't even know what it is.
It's a good substitute though for candle nuts because candle nuts are slightly harder to find, but candle nuts are very unique to sambal and the paste. They're slightly toxic though in the raw form. That's why it's so important with the laksa paste to cook it out for a long, like low and slow and long time.
I can move on to my rice. No, please, come round quicker. So, seeing as this is a rice battle, I thought the only badge you could possibly go for is the rice badge.
In which case, up front, what are the characteristics that you're looking for in nasi lemak rice?
Well, seeing as nasi lemak is called fatty rice, we're looking for an incredible flavour of coconut in the rice.
The rice texture need to be fluffy, a bit sticky, but not too much. Each grain should be by its own thing. Uncle Roger not optimistic, no rice cooker, and I see colander. Hiya.
Where's our rice cooker gone? It's been upstairs for 5 years at least. Where's it gone?
We had a bit of a clear out recently.
You throw away rice cooker.
You threw away our rice
You should
cooker.
throw away nephew pan instead.
I did notice one line in your book about rice, which said that the rice cooker is the most essential piece of equipment
Yep.
that you could have. It's only £20.
Yep. So why
Why would you throw it away?
But why do you need a rice cooker if you have the little kind of, the little pouches, the microwave ones?
Oh,
They're so
it's
convenient.
okay. It's okay.
Baz, we talked about this.
Not
The
everyone
sambal
though.
mix has cooked down. It's lovely and sticky and looks beautiful coloured. I'm going to add in my red onions and my anchovies from earlier, some sugar, a little bit of salt to season it. I'll let that cool, ready for later.
Hiya, that should be MSG, but it's actually sugar.
I'm going to wash my rice. It's going into a pan with a very specific amount of water, a very specific amount of coconut milk, and some pandan leaves.
Ooh, pandan, good.
Got the pandan leaves.
Salt.
I
I'm
approve.
just going to leave that with a lid on to absorb all of that beautiful flavour and moisture. And once it's done that, we'll take it off and let it steam. And that will create the perfect rice.
That technique okay, but just so you know, if you have rice cooker, all that step just become press button.
Yeah, blame him.
Hiya. Why don't you just run your rice under the tap?
Again, blame him.
Hiya. Why you're sad like this? Subscribe to Sorted Food channel so they can afford running water.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I can't see the difference between cooking this and cooking pasta.
Oh, Barry.
You have to season the water,
Barry.
put your rice noodle in for 5 to 6 minutes, and take it out when it's al dente.
Just rice noodles. Don't be scared.
Not, if I'm honest, it's not the rice noodles I'm scared of.
Just with these right type of noodles, you can also just put them into a bowl, pour some boiling hot water over the top, and just let that residual heat cook them through. Only worry here, Barry, you might overcook them in that pan that way, but keep an eye on them.
Uncle Roger think it should be ice bath for the egg.
Yeah, I did suggest we've got ice in the freezer when he wants it, but he obviously decided he was going to go against that.
Otherwise, the egg gonna keep cooking. It's the most half-ass ice bath
And to be absolutely sure what we're looking for, what are the non-negotiables when it comes to laksa, a seafood laksa?
Well, the filling, so the seafood's got to be cooked perfectly. The noodles have got to be cooked perfectly. And also you want that broth, you just want to have a really lovely consistency, you don't want it too watery, so I'd make sure that flavour and seasoning is spot on there.
To Uncle Roger, non-negotiable for nasi lemak is the anchovy and the peanut. Uncle Roger loves those.
We'll come on to that, but first I'm going to make a dressing for my cucumber.
Nobody eat pickled cucumber in nasi lemak. We just eat regular cucumber.
Ah, but that's why I'm not pickling it. It's more like a dressing. It's just got a little bit of flavour to it.
This is not salad. No dressing.
For my dressing, I'm going to put some rice wine vinegar and palm sugar into a little saucepan. Heat that up to a boil. As soon as it's boiled, I'm going to take it off. Just let that rest. Right at the end, we'll ribbon up my cucumber and we'll just dip it in and back out. So there's some flavour, but not too much because you don't want a pickle.
Ribbon only for Christmas present, not for nasi lemak.
What I like is the good thing about a good cook, Baz, is the ability to be agile and change plans. Yeah. So, along with my cucumber ribbons, I'm also going to do some rounds of cucumber as well.
I like it.
Next up is my peanuts. I'm going to heat up some peanut oil in the frying pan, throw my peanuts and my anchovies, get them frying off until they're nice and golden brown.
I like that. I like that.
To a piece of kitchen towel, just to rest for a little bit, let the oil drip off. And I'm going to add a little pinch of curry powder as well, because I know that in Singaporean cuisine there's a lot of influence from Indian cuisine as well, and so I wanted to give a little nod to that as well.
That's understandable.
Okay, the rice has had 10 minutes on a low heat, and I know that it needs 10 to 12, so now's a good time just to have a little check. I'm not going to take the lid off at the moment because I'm honoured to. Don't breathe out like that. That was such a sigh.
Sorry, it's an auntie side.
It's okay. Uncle Roger heartbroken also.
I can still see some liquid in there, so I'm going to put that back on for an extra 2 minutes.
That liquid is all my ancestor tears.
Scallop time, Baz. For your basic seafood badge. How's it going?
So we've got some beautiful fresh scallops. So you're going to put a butter knife sort of thing in the top bit. Rotate, just to open it slightly. Slide the knife down the flat side of the scallop shell.
Nice, that's a pretty beautiful scallop.
Then you want to take away the stuff that I don't recognise. So you're left with a scallop.
Scallop, shrimp and mussel. Very nice, but maybe a bit too fancy for Malaysian laksa.
This is the pretentious version of a laksa.
Oh, middle class laksa.
Do you think they'll notice if I start my rice again?
Why did you start again?
Because it's
He's sweating. He's really panicking now.
I thought he had everything under control, but now he's panicking.
So with my paste now all cooked out, it's had about 20 minutes. I'm now going in with my broth, coconut milk and some fish sauce. Fish sauce. And then cook that for another 15-20 minutes, reduced by a third. And then it's time to poach my fish.
just chopping my banana leaf to fit my plate, as per tradition.
He has no idea what he's doing.
Oh, banana leaf. Okay, that correct. We eat nasi lemak on banana leaf all the time. But in Asia, we don't buy banana leaf. We just steal from neighbor.
With my banana leaf, you always got to heat it up. Use a blowtorch to put it over a gas stove. Just because the heat makes it more pliable and also releases all that fragrance and aroma into the food.
Such convenient timing. Could I grab a blowtorch, please? I'm just about to ask for a blowtorch. That's insane. Look at that.
Funny that.
Amazing.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
All my seafood, my scallops, prawns,
Perfect
and
timing.
mussels, they cook at different times, so I've got to get it absolutely right, and nothing can be overcooked or undercooked.
And you got 6 minutes to go.
It's not enough time to restart my rice, is it?
Nope.
Definitely not.
So mussels and prawns are in.
Last couple of minutes as you start to plate up.
I've never poached scallops before, so I'm going now.
Last thing I've got to do is dress my cucumber ribbons, and then I can start to plate up.
Okay, okay.
Gutted about the rice. Absolutely gutted about the rice.
Don't hate me, I'm using shop bought.
Hate him. Hate him.
Oh, this sambal have MSG. See? E621. That's what they call MSG in UK. That's how we trick people to eating MSG. And it also made in Malaysia. That's a good thing.
At least the rice presentation is nice, but they both pretty much effed up on the carbohydrates. Pretty much.
And as if this dish wasn't fancy enough, I'm going to top it off with some coriander oil. Honestly, I thought I was expecting a ooh, wow, rather than
Smelling good in here, but you got last few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back from your Singaporean dishes.
It looks good.
Look good, perhaps. The question is, does it taste good?
Okay. Okay. Pretty rustic looking. I like the egg. I like how the egg turned out. I like the way this is presented more. This nasi lemak here. I would probably go for this first, honestly, as an Asian dish connoisseur.
Okay, 2 dishes. I feel like we've been on a journey. Shall we dish them up, have a taste, and see what we think? Let's start with the laksa.
I can't even see the noodle. I see prawn.
You've got to dig. It's part of the adventure.
Right, cheers, guys. Dig in. Liz, you're the expert. What do you think?
Not bad, not bad. Nice flavour. I think you can have more chili, but then maybe you can get that through like lose more sambal. But the noodles isn't overcooked. The prawn was cooked well, actually, I would say. I didn't get to try scallop, but you guys can fill in on that.
Scallop, okay. Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay.
I think the broth can have a bit more oil. Usually in laksa, we see layer of oil on top.
That was for the that was what the coriander oil was on top.
No,
Did you
no,
get
not
some?
no. Regular oil from cooking the sambal.
From cooking the sambal.
I actually think it was a really good effort of it. I think that you could have a little bit more coconut base, maybe a bit more of the spice paste, and
Right.
a bit more oil so we get a bit more.
Hey, thank you, DML, for
spice
the
to
epic
it.
rogue on the
Forget
battlefield.
Coriander oil doesn't need to go on there. It's
Oh,
But the seafood was good.
sometimes truffle oil isn't needed either.
Expensive laksa with that much seafood in.
Okay. Right. Lesson learned.
Less
But
is
good.
more. Shall we move on to a potentially harmonious plate?
Too much vegetable.
You can't have too much vegetable. You always have to have enough vegetable.
Ignoring ribbons.
Saw that.
See the rice? This not good. Rice should not be like a solid clump like this.
Have you ever played squash?
The time it takes from finishing the dish to be able to sit here, we go through photos, we go through.
No.
Just say you Hi, yeah.
Cheers.
That pandan's really fragrant, isn't it?
Maybe the chewy rice isn't quite right, but lots of textures.
Chili could be spicier. That's why you don't use Chinese chili. But you're right, texture very good.
I think the sambal's really nice. I don't think anyone's gone for the cucumber ribbon here.
I did out of sympathy. I like a pickled acidity, but it's not right in the dish.
Ebbers, that's not what you said an hour before Liz and
Yeah,
Roger
but now we've
turned
got
up.
experts. We should learn from them, really, shouldn't we?
Of course.
Jamie, I know you're up for the rice badge. The rice that we've got here, a bit too overcooked. What I like to do is finish it off with a bit of coconut cream on the top when it's resting. That's what imparts a lot of flavour in. And maybe because there's a lot of pandan. I personally love a lot of pandan. Maybe it's the Singaporean in me. But so it's got a nice flavour, but it's just the texture is not like rice. Come to Mayman, I'll show you how to make a coconut rice.
Hi, yeah. It's all about plugging your business in your book for you.
That's a great book.
If you remove rice and you remove ribbon cucumber, then it's pretty good.
I like the effort for getting the ikan bilis, the dried anchovies, because that for me.
I should try like a recipe with dried anchovies, honestly. Even if like not a lot of people like anchovies, but anchovies is also an expensive ingredient.
Out of Malaysia, I eat nasi lemak by the street for breakfast. I never think, oh, so many layers, so many textures. This nasi lemak, so much nuance.
I like that word, nuance.
With badges in mind, I think it's pretty clear, Jamie, we can't give you the basic rice badge.
But do I get my sambal badge?
But when it
can't make up badges on the spot.
But when it comes to basic seafood, demonstration of preparation and cooking to the right degree, what do we think?
Yeah, I'd give a badge for that.
Deserved, thank you.
Basic seafood badge awarded.
He's already got his basic seafood badge.
That was just the squid. Different seafood.
Shelf.
This is
That is shellfish.
But when it comes to an overall winning dish, that's entirely in your hands. What do you guys think?
Uncle Roger think individual component-wise the nasi lemak better, but overall the laksa better.
I agree.
So winner should be laksa. Nephew Barry.
Yes, thank you. So you saying that Jamie's could have won if he didn't do the rice?
If Jamie served us the nasi lemak without the nasi, then he would win.
So over to you guys, you've watched the whole thing. Which were your best and worst bits? Comment down below.
And a massive thank you to the both of you.
Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good
amongst all
episode.
of this chaos,
Probably
and
should be
not
able to catch up
just
on
rinsing us,
the
but
other
also
episodes.
every now and then providing some tips for how we can be better.
Oh, pleasure.
Of course, anytime.
And if you want to go and see Uncle Roger and Liz's reaction to our Hainanese chicken video, I'm sure that's going to be great. The link is downstairs, and you can find out more about Liz's restaurants and book in the description box below.
Hey, at least we're not in that video.
Oh, that's a really good point.
We get off.
Mike and I.
Yeah, Mike will never that one up, yeah.
Watch Uncle Roger roast them. Bye-bye.
Take the hassle out of your midweek cooking while saving money, reducing your food waste, and using chefy shortcuts to cook like a pro. Check out our 5-star rated meal packs app for a whole month free. Link below. Okay, action.
Hello.
I think I got it.
Hello.
I think I got it.
There should be an opportunity for Uncle Roger to be like, "Hi, why can't you be like Jackie Chan, be able to catch catch flies with the chopstick?" that would be really that would be kind of a prim and proper. That would have been really terrible. That would have been amazing. Oh my God, Vincenzo's plate has decided to challenge Uncle Roger. That's probably going to go down in flames. Oh no. I'm actually low-key interested.
Hiya. This Italian chef Vincenzo plate, he challenging Uncle Roger.
Every video you do is egg fried rice, egg fried rice. Can you actually cook something else? Or you only cook one dish? Huh? Maybe that's why Auntie Ellen left you.
He interrupted my egg fried rice and my marriage. Okay, Vincenzo, in this video, Uncle Roger gonna make my own carbonara. Show you I not just one trick pony.
Oh.
This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Oh.
Every time you use the
It's rough,
internet,
dude.
Your data is at risk even when you use incognito mode. Your internet service provider can still see you look at bad things, and they sell your data to Jamie Oliver or whoever they want. In the UK where I live, they're required to store my data for at least 1 year, and government can look into it whenever they want. That's why Uncle Roger used ExpressVPN to protect my information. Nobody
I saw it,
wants
Kiva, I saw it. I'll take a look at it.
ExpressVPN also let you change your online location. Do you know Netflix show you different shows depending on where you live? Uncle Roger live in UK. Netflix UK don't have Hunter x Hunter. But look at this. Uncle Roger changed location to US, and now Hunter x Hunter is on there. But no matter where niece and nephew live, ExpressVPN can help you get thousands more shows. Find out how you can get 3-month ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/Uncle Roger. Or click link in description box below. Oh, hello, Auntie Liz.
I like how Uncle Roger was like very melodic and saying, "For free?"
Or click link in description box below. Oh, hello, Auntie Liz. Uncle Roger back at your restaurant because I need... Oh, hello.com/Uncle Roger. ExpressVPN for free.
Literally, the way he's like saying "for free" is like it's so melodic, and it's like he's almost about to break his voice, and also at the same time, this is a pretty good face to pause on. How open do I need to make my mouth in order for the face tracking to recognize that I'm laughing?
By visiting expressvpn.com/Uncle
This is weird.
Roger.
This is weird for my facial muscles.
Description box below. Oh, hello, Auntie Liz. Uncle Roger back at your restaurant because I need to use your kitchen, even though I've been fired from here 2 times now.
Yeah, can't seem to get rid of you, Uncle Roger. This Italian chef has challenged you to make some pasta.
Hi, Uncle Roger. You have been reviewing so many egg fried rice videos, but every video you do is egg fried rice, egg fried rice. E basta, is enough. I am challenging you to make spaghetti alla carbonara. Do not follow your best friend Gordon Ramsay because he uses peas and cream fresh for carbonara. The challenge is on. Bring it on. Fuyo.
He insulting Uncle Gordon and he can't even say fuyo correctly. Okay, Vincenzo, Uncle Roger gonna make carbonara. So easy. Step 1, if you use cream, throw it out. You make Italian people cry because cream is like Italian people chili jam.
You can't do a carbonara without some good quality black pepper.
Correct.
I got you this very special Sarawak black pepper.
Sarawak, oh, this black pepper from Malaysia. See, there's no good black pepper from Singapore. That's where Auntie Liz from.
And also there's a present for you, because I know how much you like pounding.
Auntie Liz know Uncle Roger too well. I love pounding. Is this how peanut allergy guy pound you?
A little bit faster.
Little Oh, Uncle Roger likes slow and sensual. Is this what you do?
Don't make too much mess.
Hiya.
Glad I'm not wearing a low-cut top today.
No, you should wear low-cut top. This perfect for your OnlyFan.
OnlyFan?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what OnlyFan is? They sell naked photo for money. Yeah, beautiful chef pounding. That's your OnlyFan title. And Vincenzo, the meat you need for carbonara is this thing, guanciale.
It's from the pig's cheeks. It's got a really good flavour and lots of fat in it.
Don't use bacon. Don't use pancetta. They for poor people.
They actually got the guanciale.
If,
Impressive.
Your niece and nephews can't find guanciale.
If niece and nephew can't find guanciale, then get your shit together and move to better neighborhood.
Of course.
Chop your guanciale to little strip. How I do?
Looks good. Nice and even.
My chopping improved since last time?
Yeah. Be careful of the knife. It's very, very sharp.
Hiya, stop woman-splaining. Uncle Roger used sharp knife before.
It's chef-splaining.
Win 1 Michelin star and now so arrogant.
Out.
Cut away skin on the guanciale because nobody want foreskin on your pork.
God. Sorry, children.
Don't steal Uncle Roger catchphrase. You see here, this the skin. Don't take this part off. This where all the flavor is.
You can make use of that, though.
We slice it into strip. Auntie Liz, you ride your knife very sharp.
Should cut through like butter.
Fuyo, so pretty. Look at this. Can you eat guanciale raw?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I think you can. It cured. There's no bacteria on there. And of course, you can't make spaghetti carbonara without spaghetti. But when you buy spaghetti, niece and nephew, only buy the good stuff. See, this one, so yellow. This is stuff you get from regular grocery store. Tastes like shit, throw it out. But
ouch.
This one, this the good shit. And Uncle Roger also prefers spaghettoni to regular spaghetti because Uncle Roger fancy.
What's the difference between the spaghetti?
That's just 1 second.
Spaghetti.
Oh, it's just thicker.
Things are better when they're thicker.
Uncle Roger trying to make family-friendly video. Oh, subscribe to Auntie Liz's channel. She makes so many dirty jokes on there. And also, when you take spaghetti out, you want to throw away the broken spaghetti. Because broken spaghetti only for broken family. Don't use it.
Uncle Roger, do you know how the Italians measure portion for spaghetti? You just go like that.
Oh, but then if your hand's small, you eat less.
Yeah.
Auntie Liz very used to this motion. Now we're gonna make the carbonara sauce. For the sauce, Uncle Roger loves to use either 1 or 2 egg yolk per portion, depending on how many baby chicken you want to kill.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is pecorino. Don't use Parmesan, don't be basic. Now mix it all together. I know
It's a
this
simple dish, but it
Italian
requires
sauce,
expensive
Uncle Roger likes to
ingredients.
mix with chopstick. And some black pepper. And of course, the king of flavor, MSG. Don't put too much because guanciale already quite salty.
Too much MSG?
Yeah, Uncle Roger learned. Uncle Roger think in my fried rice video I put too much MSG in there. So many people complaining.
Alright, it was very salty.
You want it to have this kind of creamy consistency. Do you want to eat this raw?
No.
It's just salmonella, don't be pussy. We cook our spaghettoni. Boil a pot of water. Usually we salt our pasta water with regular salt, but for Uncle Roger, I salt my pasta water with MSG. Just use feeling.
Oh my goodness sakes.
When the water boiling, now time to put pasta in there. Your saucepan not big enough?
You chose the saucepan, Uncle Roger.
Don't tell our viewer that.
Too late.
They think I am god of cooking. We cook it for 10 minutes while the pasta cooking. We're gonna make our guanciale.
But
Auntie Liz, Uncle Roger know you don't have fire, so I brought my own fire.
Uh-oh.
Give the guanciale some wok hei, make it more crispy.
That's a pretty good idea.
When there's 2 minutes left of your pasta cooking time, take some of your pasta water.
you want that starchy water for later.
Correct, and the water have MSG also. Have you had MSG pasta?
No, I haven't actually. This is going to be a first. It's always a first with you, Uncle Roger.
First is always good. Uncle Roger, remember my first time? Full of awkward and crying. Hopefully this first time better. Pasta cooking. Take it out. And this the only time Uncle Roger will use colander. Pour in your pasta water. Now pour in your carbonara sauce.
Ooh, okay. It's looking pretty good.
Now it's ready to be served. Sprinkle in more black pepper. Shred in more pecorino. Here you go, Uncle Roger wok hei MSG carbonara.
That's a long one.
Looks good. Let's try it.
Okay.
It seems like...
Use some chopsticks.
Hiya. Italian Asian fusion. It's good. Fine. What do you think? Give the video answer and also give honest answer.
No, but it's nice. I like the guanciale. It tastes really, really good. The sour white pepper, really good.
Mwah. Anything I can improve?
More pecorino.
Can't get enough.
Vincenzo, here my carbonara. Auntie Liz approve. What you think? What you think? Why don't you review Uncle Roger carbonara video? See how I do. All your video is Italian food. Hiya, so boring. I sure all your children sick of your Italian food now. They want to eat something from different culture. Vincenzo, Uncle Roger challenge you to make egg fried rice. It looks simple, but it not. So many people fuck it up. Remember, don't be like Jamie Oliver. Don't use chili jam.
Oh my god.
Please and nephew,
Is there even a
subscribe to
recipe
Vincenzo
proper for
channel
chili
and
jam?
subscribe to Auntie Liz channel. It's gonna make so many good food video. And buy Auntie Liz cookbook.
There's no pasta dishes in there, but there's plenty of noodle dishes. Just hitting the link in the below. Can't seem to get rid of you, Nigel. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. People love the bloopers anyway, yeah.
There's so many bloopers in our videos.
Buffering. Hi.
For-
These are fresh.
Yeah, and good.
Next kitchen I'm going to have is going to be soundproof.
Hey.
I work here too.
Auntie Liz, not famous enough.
He's more famous in my my own restaurant.
Go follow her Instagram. She's getting jealous.
Okay, Nigel. Let's see what you've got.
Roger.
Sorry. I hang with him too much.
Right, you do it. Field strokes. Sorry.
At least they got pretty good lighting, I'll say.
Spaghettoni.
What's the difference? It's slightly
Thicker.
thicker. Everything's better when it's thicker.
Yes.
I just like the dirty partner, aren't I? now the year 2023.
One entire year later. Fusion restaurants are very popular in the early, what now? In the early what now, Kiba? Oh, right, we have the, we have another battle to do. Hiya, being on Twitch is hard. What can you do nowadays when everybody else is on Twitch? Maybe you'll have to come back another day, because... Wow. Glaceon be starting without me. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. In the early 20s, Understandable, understandable. 28 units on the battlefield. This is going to get very interesting. Nah, this is just very easy. Let's just do this thing. Here we go. Let's go crazy. Ooh-wee. Gee, freaking G's on this one. Yeah, that's very true. We also have the Chino Latino restaurants as well. That's been running for a long time. I've yet to actually grab food from Chino Latino. Although, I mean, I could technically, I got some plantains in the fridge. I could technically make some kind of Chino Latino thing. So what will it be this time, Kiba? I guess we'll take it nice and easy. Flying Rogue? Okay. I'll just randomize the monk. But thank you for Jaded Games for the 6 kills, Last Guns for 1 assist alongside Koisp-sun. Welcome on in, Koisp-sun. Kiba also thank you for 6 kills as well. And Last Guns also did 2 kills with Demille, Will Morrison. And Jaded Games gets the monk. Well deserved, well deserved. Last but not least. Actually, let's actually make this the last but not least. Ooh-wee. I don't like the looks of that. Yeah, I got the link, Kiba. I just need to set things up over here. Okay, how about this? Let's not use this top part over here. And then... let's not use this part over here. Let's put some assassins over there. Let's put a bunch of busters over here, actually. So that way they could go aim for those busters over there. And then... we'll just have tanks over here. Archer's fine. But I want to actually have some melee units as well. Then we could also have the ranged over here. And we'll also do the same thing over here so we can crowd our opponent. Actually, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Very, very particular. Very, very particular. Ho ho. Lovely. There we go. Let's see. Let's not put anybody towards the middle over here. Make this primarily for busters. And then everything else should be just fine. I don't know why the last stage had to be a little bit more complicated than expected, but it needed to be. So what is it about the daily dose of internet that you want me to watch, Kiba? Is there anything specific, anything particular? That looks horrifying. I'll do
Hello everyone, this
oh.
is your daily dose of internet.
I'll do at least one. Cat being a cat. Hey, Ona, human. I demand you to pet me. Good, that is good, human.
Any last words? None.
A photographer was capturing the night sky when he saw a train of SpaceX satellites moving together.
Huh, interesting. That's very intriguing. I like the cat one. Hey, there's a dogo.
This person has a cat that loves to spin around.
Wee! 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 Yes, woman, I'm having fun. Wee!
A car in Ohio
Cats are
was
funny.
spotted driving backwards.
Uh-oh. 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 Are they gonna be okay? Are they supposed to impress
Here's
somebody?
a video of me trying a science experiment. If you take baking soda and pour it into a bottle of ketchup, you can make it explode.
Ooh, that's cool. But it's a waste of ketchup, though, so... I mean, you can use that as a self-defense tool. I certainly would.
This archer is skilled enough to curve an arrow on demand.
Oh, yo, that's gonna be like Hawkeye level of, like, bow and arrow shooting. Okay. That's impressive.
Someone brought a remote-controlled car to the dog park.
Look at all those doggos go. Look at all those doggers.
These might look like regular rocks, but they change colors when you shine a light on them. These are actually ancient pieces of glass that were shaped by being in the ocean for hundreds of years.
Oh, that's super cool. Dude. That's so fascinating. I'm like a rock hoarder when I was a kid. That's so fascinating.
I found some really funny windows.
Nice. Nice.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
Okay.
Later.
That was pretty wholesome, not gonna lie. It's mostly wholesome for the most part. Anyways, let me see if there's anything else of interest I can watch from Ankara. Oh, actually. Let's do... Wait, hold on. I've been practicing fully for weeks. I can't believe I'm still not pronouncing it right. About your carbonara. I have to react to it. Stay tuned. Oh no. I do sometimes watch Vincenzo's plate. He has yet to actually... Oh my. Vincenzo is like the essentially the Italian food guru to version of Uncle Roger. Anyways. Let me see if Guga has uploaded anything lately, because I've been skipping out on watching his videos lately. Let me see. The $750 egg, I believe I watched this already. The fungus dry stick, I'm sure that tastes good. The every meat burger, oh, that actually failed, I believe. Sprite, that, I saw that. Dry aged porchetta. Injected beef fat and a cheap brisket. I'm honestly, here's the thing, like, if you can't afford to get yourself a really good steak, there's always like cheaper cuts that you can make that are really good if you can actually be patient and slow cook it really, really well, like a roast, and then you can sear it off like a steak. Or you can just take ground beef and make it really fancy, because lately I took ground beef and I made Hamburg / Salisbury steak, and yet to taste how it is, but I'm thinking that's probably going to be one of my better recipes that I've made to date. So let's check out what Guga did for this cheap brisket here, because I haven't had brisket meat in forever, but oh boy, I could just vicariously... Another mobile game. I can vicariously... I could just vicariously, like, look and peer through the video and just imagine, feel the flavors.
Brisket I ever had in my life. It is something that I will never forget. I'm telling you right now, it is brisket heaven. Everything you ever wanted from a brisket, this one has it. And that's because it is a Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket.
Oh, look at the juice. It's like a waterfall of juice.
It's almost impossible to get. As soon as I finished my last cook, I immediately order another one. And that has been a while, and my meat dealer still does not have available. But I still crave this wonderful flavor. With that said, I had an insane idea. You see, when I got that Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket, it looked like this. Yes, it is bigger than my cutting board. It's even larger than my nephew. So like brisket, after opening it up, the first thing you gotta do is to trim it. And I've never trimmed so much fat in a brisket like this one. It was insane. And as you can see, once I was done with the trimming, this was what I was left with. Remember what I started with? Yeah, that's a lot of trimming, because take a look at this.
That's a lot of fat.
Full trays of Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket fat. And as you might already have guessed it, I turned this into beef tallow. Or even a better name, the butter of the gods.
Ooh.
This is so delicious that it is impossible for me to describe. It's so crazy good that instead of using butter, I started using this on bread. And my friends, it is one of the best things you can put on bread, I'm telling you.
I can imagine, dude.
That Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket flavor one more time. And I am not gonna wait for my meat dealer to have one available. Because once you taste this, there's no going back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the unthinkable and inject a cheap brisket to see if I can make it amazing. Talking about that, this is the one I chose for today's cook. It is a choice grade brisket, aka the
I feel like at least like Wagyu fat is something you can at least get if you can't get the meat.
can see a little bit of oxidation on the fat. And it even has a cut right here in the middle. Oh man, this one is in bad shape.
Ouch.
If that Wagyu fat makes this brisket amazing, we are into something. So I went ahead and started all of the trimming. As always,
Wait, what
the
else did you say about the fat besides having a really bad oxidation mark?
the cheapest one you can buy. And as you can see, she is not that pretty. Not only does it need a good trimming, you can see a little bit of oxidation.
Okay, I got it.
All of the
I got it.
As always, the best practice is to have a good sharp knife.
Maybe I could be a butcher's apprentice or something.
The fat from the point and trying to leave a 1/4 inch of fat in the flat.
Because a rule of thumb is that when you're getting yourself meat, if you're not buying specific portions, it usually is the cheapest to get a big cut and just cut it yourself. But of course, not everybody is well equipped or well trained to do that, though. Unless you can probably figure it out by instincts or just watch enough YouTube videos or learn enough from the internet.
If you are unfamiliar with these terms, the flat is the leanest part, and the point is the complete opposite. And as you can see, this is how I normally trim all of my briskets. Now it's still missing something, and we're talking about the fat. Now I know what you're thinking. Google, I don't have a Japanese Wagyu A5 fat available. You can also use this, Wagyu beef tallow. And believe it or not, it is much cheaper than you think, and you can always get it online.
Huh, interesting.
So to be fair to you guys, I'm going to be using a 50-50 mix. A little bit of the rendered fat from the Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket, and some of this. To inject it, I'm going to be using the syringe. It makes the job a lot easier and no big deal. I just removed the cap from the top and inserted all of the fat in there. Now the big question is always how much to use. I have no idea, but what I can tell you is how much I used, and it was over a pound. The next thing to do is to go ahead and move on to the fun part. And as you start injecting, the meat will lift up. Another thing I notice is that as I'm injecting it, it comes out from different angles of the brisket. That is a great thing because it's completely filling the whole thing with it. When I first started this experiment, I did not have a lot of hopes. But now my excitement level is through the roof. And I can't wait to find out how this is gonna taste.
This is starting to become interesting.
This is what it looks like. Yes, a complete mess.
Ooh, that's a lot of fat. It looks like a bunch of
real good. But now that we got it fully injected, the next
oh god.
The beef tallow that was left on top, I just rub it around so that I can get a nice binder.
That basically looks like you really had a very terrible acne breakout and you just... I won't say any further. Oh. Pretty much an acne breakout and you just made it worse. That's as far as I'll say. And I've had acne breakouts before and that looks worse than my breakouts. You can't really go through a teenage year without at least some kind of breakout.
As always, I try to keep it super simple with the seasoning, and that's because I want to taste the beef. So I went with a little bit of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And as always, I made sure to season it well. This is a big chunk of meat and it needs to be seasoned properly. And if this brisket is anything like the Japanese Wagyu A51, man, we are in for a treat. And as you saw it, we have quite a bit of fat in there. So I have the perfect side dish to cut out a little bit of the fat. And we're talking about this country style.
Ooh, coleslaw.
I believe it's going to be perfect to go along with that brisket. And to make it, it's super simple, and here's how. I first started by chopping up some cabbage. My goal was to chop it as thin as possible, but at the same time, keep some crunch. That takes no time at all, and it actually makes this meal a little bit healthier. That's always a plus on my book. Then I moved right into the sauce. For that, I threw in a little bit of mayo.
Ooh, that's a bunch of mayo.
Vinegar, a little bit of white sugar, and finished it off with black pepper. Now there's left to do is to mix it well because your dressing is done. As you can see, the dressing turned out perfect.
I'm sure you can make a mayo-less...
Put it on the coleslaw and mixed everything
mayo-less slaw.
On a nice dish. Added a little bit of parsley for looks, and my coleslaw was done. The sweetness and acidity from this coleslaw will be perfect to break up the fattiness of that brisket. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook it, and here's how it's gonna go down. I'm first gonna be throwing it in my smoker at 275 degrees Fahrenheit until I have a beautiful bark. Once that's done, I'll be preparing my butcher's paper with also a lot of Wagyu fat. Yes, for this cook, the more fat, the better. The whole thing with it. To finish it off, I'm going to be using something that it's called the boat method. And that is to use aluminum foil underneath the butcher's paper.
Interesting.
It will over when it's extremely soft and rested for 1 hour. But now that you know how everything is going to go down, I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook this beautiful brisket. So let's do it.
Ooh, I like the color on that. And he's ramping it again. Into the smoker's second time. Oh man, the flavor of that. Ooh, okay, okay. I see you, Guga. I see you. Oh, we could put that on a sandwich any day.
Do you know a group of people that loves to eat? Maybe Vikings? You can get to experience all about Vikings as they just landed one of their famous military champions, over 60 million players, and they still maintain.
They can't really get themselves max star though. They didn't get like max star.
Maintains a high user rating. Just look how big it is.
It's one of these games. It's like a civilization game, a mobile civilization.
On the link in the description to download the game now, and you're gonna get a civilization change coupon worth $50. Second link on 12. Tons of resources. Thank you once again, right? In this video. All right, everybody.
Everybody, we're here with Mamo.
Yeah, that's a good-looking brisket, but it looked like some parts went missing.
What do you mean?
It looked like it was a huge brisket.
Well, we got a lot of people in the house, Mamo.
Man, those people are hungry, man. Let me tell you.
But to be 100% fair, all right, here's the deal, everybody. I haven't tried it, and you haven't tried it.
Nope.
Some other family members tried it. I'm not gonna tell you what their face were like, but they look very interesting. Obviously, we got the fatty part, we got the lean part. Which one would you like to try first?
Let's start with your favorite part.
The fatty.
That's right.
That's right, Mama Zing. Let's go with this one right here, because nothing is better than the fatty.
Right. Oh my God, look at that.
I know, it's a little bit extra juicy, everybody. I will apologize. We are in the middle of a hurricane coming right now, so you guys could probably hear a lot of wind. So, yeah, it's a little crazy. Welcome to Florida. Nothing I can do. Mother Nature is Mother Nature. No.
Hey, it feels nice outside. That's all I can say.
I know, it feels not hot and sticky today. Okay, I want to know, what do you think about this brisket, and most importantly, what you think, yeah?
All right.
And to cut out the acidity, we got a little coleslaw here. Okay, enough talking, everybody. You ready for this? Cheers, everybody. Wow.
Man, little different flavor over here.
Yes, I want. Do you like it? Do you like it?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh man, that's delicious. What do you think, Mama Zing? What kind of? What do you think about this brisket? I want to know.
I'm thinking that this is a Wagyu brisket, man. For the amount of fat that this thing is leaking, and the flavor, man,
it tastes amazing. If you are wondering, how does it taste like?
So smoky.
I know, right?
Wow.
But it's a nice, clean smoke.
Yeah.
Not a dirty smoke, like a heavy smoke on your face. You know what I mean?
No, it's just a little hint on top of it.
A little subtle. Even though the smoke ring is humongous, it's a nice, subtle
Very
smoke.
subtle, but it's nice.
Tastes like a Wagyu brisket to you?
I can imagine it's pretty nice. That's pretty pogs.
Miss me otherwise.
It's a choice brisket, Mama.
Shut up.
Yes.
Why are you lying to me? No way that this is choice.
Look at that.
Look at the amount of juice on this table.
I'm telling you, I am as surprised as you. Everybody, this works like a charm. Mama, it is a choice brisket, a very lean choice brisket. All of this amount of fat was 100% injected with Wagyu fat. So yes, I did inject it quite a bit. If you are wondering, to be specifically, it was a little bit more than 1.5 pounds of fat. So I did not play around, everybody. It was quite a bit. The fatty part is absolutely delicious. Melts in your mouth. Wonderful flavor, like you said. I'm ready for the lean.
Hold on, though.
You want to try the coleslaw? You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's, how do you call that?
Cleanse my palate.
Correct. Let's cleanse your palate, Mama, with a wonderful coleslaw. Cheers, everybody.
Coleslaw is coleslaw. Can't be bad.
So nice.
So refreshing. Delicious. A hint of vinegary. Absolutely delicious. Try out this coleslaw. You will not regret it. Okay, enough. I'm ready to try the brisket, Mama. The lean brisket.
Hold on.
Mama's enjoyed that coleslaw.
I love the crunchiness.
It smells phenomenal, everybody. Not like a regular brisket. You ready for
I
this?
didn't even smell the other one. I smelled and my mouth just started like waterfall.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
Oh, man. The flat is just as good as the point, man.
Not allowed to do brisket anywhere, any other way except for this.
I think that's one of those meats I can
I like that
eat
video
every
editing.
single day. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Brisket is amazing, everybody. First of all, it's affordable, and most importantly, you don't have to buy a prime brisket anymore. Now you can just buy a choice and make it a Wagyu brisket, like Mama said.
Dude.
What happened, Mama?
Oh yeah.
You got a little bit of the smoked fat. Oh man.
The smoked fat is crazy. That's why I like to leave a 1/4 inch of fat right there. And I hope you guys can see it through the camera. The bark is perfect. It's golden brown, not too dark, that bark. Oh.
I'm just gonna suck on the smoke on the fat. It's that good.
Well, apparently, these are the results, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you're interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
I forgot that we were doing a video for a second. I was about to...
Of course. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised. I guess that's a really price conserving way to actually get yourself the taste of whatchamacallit, the taste of, oh my god, I can't English right now. The taste of Wagyu in a cheap cut of meat. This is like the kind of experiments that I really like to watch him do and really see how versatile you can get with your cuts of meat, whether you take an expensive cut or you take a cheaper cut and do something about it. Oh, 3 weeks ago he actually okay, let's watch this dry age experiment.
Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video.
I use honey a lot in my cooking.
Why would you put honey on a steak and dry age it? I know it sounds crazy, but let me explain. If you Google what does honey do to meat, look what comes up. Honey works like pineapple juice that can also tenderize meat. Wait a second, it can work like pineapple? Well, I've done some crazy experiments with it, and it breaks down meat like there's no tomorrow. And as far as tenderizing, it is the best tenderizer there is for meat. Just make sure not to leave it too long, if not your meat will disintegrate. So I wanted to learn more, and I googled honey in meat, and here's what came up. The natural enzymes in honey should help tenderize meat quicker, similar to pineapple, kiwi, milk, and even yogurt.
That's something that was done in Shokugeki no Soma, the Food Wars anime, in which they actually had. I didn't finish watching the anime though. I remembered an episode where they ran out of time. They can't tenderize the meat by slow cooking it, so the main characters resorted to using honey.
Wait a second, yogurt? I've also done that experiment, and the results were shocking. The things that yogurt does to meat is quite impressive. Also, you can't marinate the meat too long, as the process will continue and your meat will turn into mush. Your meat will turn into mush? Oh boy, I gotta run this experiment. So the first and most important thing to do was I had to choose the right honey for this experiment. So when I googled how many types of honey are there, the results were 300 types. How do I know which one is best? Alright, how about this? Which honey contains the most enzymes? Manuka honey? Never heard of it. Manuka honey has a considerable higher level of enzymes than regular honey, so I went ahead and bought the best one I could find. This is Manuka honey. It is not your everyday honey bear honey. It is not runny, it has a wonderful smell, and it's actually delicious. And as far as how good it spreads, take a look. Unlike regular honey, it's not really runny, so it's gonna be perfect for dry aging steak.
Interesting.
To do, you already know. And for that,
You actually put in the budget and stuff.
Piece of meat. It is a 3 bones rib roast. To really find out how honey is gonna affect the meat, I decided to split it in half. That way we can use.
There's a bigger half and a smaller half.
And the other one is gonna be with honey. And my hopes is that honey dry age is gonna be 10 times better than the traditional.
It should be. It really should be.
Version, if you want to do it at home, you can use these dry age bags. They make the job super easy. You just gotta put them in the bag, vacuum seal them, put it in a cooling rack, and let it rest in your refrigerator for the amount time you desire. The honey, on the other hand, takes some work. The first thing we need to do is to spread a little bit in some parchment paper because things.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of honey.
Once that's done, I put my rib roast right on top. And the next thing is one of the most satisfying experiments I've ever done, and that would be to cover the whole thing with honey. The smell from the honey is extremely intoxicating in a very good way, and even though this is not that easy to do, it is extremely satisfying. So I went ahead and continued working the spatula to make sure every single edge was perfect.
Did he put oil on the spatula? Honey is very sticky.
This is what it looks like. That, friends, is something you do not see every
Oh, that looks like a piece of art.
This is gonna be the best dry age I've ever
Oh
done.
yeah,
Nothing left to do
that
now
is a
to let
piece
it
of art,
rest in
all
the
right.
refrigerator for a total of
You could put that in a museum.
Once the time was up, I took it out.
Whoa!
Some of the honey dripped down.
Look at the color.
A lot of it just crystallized on top of the meat. And as you can see between the bones, it looks like it preserved the meat perfectly. And believe it or not, it smells even better than when it went in. If there's one thing I've learned with dry aging experiment is to listen to your nose. So
Listen to your
so
nose.
good.
Trust your
You
nose.
still have to open this thing. And for that, I grabbed a butter knife and started to go to work. And as you might have already guessed it is impossible to remove the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Most of the sugar has crystallized on the meat. Some are soft, others are hard, but all of them are sticky. So I did my best to try to remove all of it. And once I was done, this is what it looks like. This was the world's first dry age honey experiment. And it was going really well until now, because the smell went from wonderful to really bad. Do you see the discoloration of the meat right here? That is oxidation, but not like any oxidation. It's turning out a little green, and I can tell right away that the bones have to go. So I grabbed my knife and started to work with it. But once I took it out, take a look at this. That is beautifully red in the middle, but the bones on the other hand, it smells really bad. The inside looks phenomenal though. I say let's go ahead and keep this experiment going. Obviously, like every dry age, you will have some lost, and this one is no different, because take a look how red this part is, and the other side is just no good. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim even more. You see, I need to dig even deeper. Check out the difference in coloration. One thing I can tell you immediately is that the honey really penetrated the meat, so I had to go to town and remove a lot of the pellicles. And as I was doing so, I got super excited because it is extremely tender. But I did my best, and once I was done, this is what I was left with.
That's a small piece of steak.
Rib roast, I only got one steak. One steak. It better be real good. And as you can see, it looks fantastic. And for comparison, don't forget that we did the real dry age one. After removing it from the umai bag, it looks exactly like I expected. And as I sliced the bone off so that we have a fair comparison, look, perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. Now, as you already know, all I have to do is to remove all of the pellicles. And as I was doing so, I was left with some beautiful steaks. Something that lovers dream of. Perfectly
Interesting.
exactly the way I like it. And unlike the honey dry age, I was left with two beautiful steaks. But now that we got our beautiful steaks ready, the only thing left to do is to season them. And for that, I want to keep it really simple because I want to taste the beef. So I first started with a good amount of salt. Once that was done, I finished it off with black pepper. Because trust me, after you went through all that work, the last thing you want is to put off flavor on these steaks. But now that we got them seasoned, the only thing left to do is to cook them. And for that, I'll be putting a beautiful sear first. Once that's done, I'll be using my wireless thermometers to cook them until they reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to cook them. So let's do it.
Yeah, dry aging really shrinks the meat a lot, but it really amplifies the flavor in a really interesting way. It does make it nutty. I haven't had dry aged meat myself, but if I were to go with a group to have a tasting experience, I would try this as well as Wagyu. Ooh, I like those marks actually. Dry aging just makes the outer edge of a piece of meat just very unappetizing in general. Your body can't even handle it. But that doesn't mean the trimmings can't be salvaged. You can salvage the trimmings, but you have to use them in specific applications. I think I know which one's the honey one. Ooh, look at that. That's an even cooking. So you have like this. You have like most of the pink red color in the middle, right? And then you have like the gray band here. That's pretty good. That's actually like the most minimal amount of gray banding.
Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and what I'm eating right now is one of their amazing recipes. Every week when I come back for my order, I am amazed of the variety of the recipes that I can choose from their huge menu. And now their selection is getting bigger and better every week, including quick breakfasts, lunches, and some additional proteins and sides and awesome desserts. You save so much time with HelloFresh that you can skip that grocery store trip and get everything you need to make chef-curated meals right to your door. If you you know me, you know I don't like to waste any food. So I really enjoy that with HelloFresh you get pre-portioned ingredients so there is no wasted food. It is very flexible and you can
I
set
probably
your
had
delivery
smoked cheese
preferences.
before.
Some weeks I like to add extra
Not
meat, and
smoked
other
meat.
weeks if I know I'm not going to be home, I
Well,
can just
brisket is the
skip
only
that
smoked
week.
meat I've had.
They are committed to making fresh, delicious food available and they take extra steps.
I approve of meal delivery services, actually.
Look, let me show you. Today I got my box with all my fresh ingredients. And I'm doing an Italian chicken and pepper sando with some delicious potato wedges. Prep and cook is super easy. Take a look at that. Come on now. Give it a try. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code GUGA12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, that's simple. Just go to HelloFresh.com, use my code GUGA12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back and try this insane honey dry aged steaks.
I will say though for sure is that during one of my college semesters I had tried out the meal delivery service thing, and it was actually very convenient. Like I didn't have a need to portion out ingredients. They really portion out the ingredients for you. They provide you the recipes, they provide you the steps. They allow you to select your difficulty level of recipes based on what kind of diets you have, specifically what you can be able to work with, etc., etc. And even though I'm not done, even though I'm pretty much done with the delivery service, I'm pretty glad I got a recipe book full of the recipes that I can look back on, and I was able to learn techniques from a few years later now that I do still appreciate for this very day. And Guga looks like is a very, very interesting face here.
All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks today. Are you hungry, Angel?
I'm hungry, but you know when you put two steaks in front of me, what it does to my mind, right?
Yes, I know. It's an experiment. Yes, that's what you're thinking. It automatically starts
Yeah,
triggering your brain cells and going like, oh, wait a second here.
I sit down in this chair, and you always bring something.
That
and when you bring it out, I look at it, I'm like,
Let me tell you something. Your brain is correct, my friend.
Look, guys, going into this, I already smelled the steak like 5 times.
It smell good?
Smell good.
So here's the deal. Very honest opinion. I want to know if it's good, bad, or ugly. You just let us know. Sound like a plan?
No, it's not ugly.
No, it's not ugly. What about the taste? You don't know about the
That's
taste.
the part that I can't tell you yet.
All right, let's go. We'll go for this one here first. It is so tender. One of the things that you guys cannot see when I was slicing these wonderful steaks is how tender it is, everybody. It is extremely tender.
I will say that. It's tender. I cut it, and then it didn't go all the way through, so I just pulled it apart.
It was resistance.
And it just didn't even do anything for it.
Zero resistance.
It was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm breaking.
All right, enough chit-chatting. Let's try this. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, dude.
I missed that. Oh, man. It's been a while.
I'm about to say this. It has been a while since I had some dry aged steak. Yeah.
Not overpowering the amount of dry aginess.
That's true.
The perfect amount.
Wonderful flavor.
If I get consistent content out there, I'll make my own coupon. I'll have my own coupon.
Really juicy, tender to the max, beefy flavor. That little, look at that, look at that. Is that you enjoy it?
That's a good one.
That's a winner, everybody. It is phenomenal. I highly recommend. Ready for the next one? Since you know that this was a good one, you know this is going to be the experiment.
Yeah, so I know that this is the good one. So I know that that's the one I'm afraid of.
I'm afraid of this one here too, and you should be, yeah? Nah, I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's just a joke. All right, let's see. Just as tender. Did you slice it?
No, I have not.
Try
tried
it.
Yet.
Just as tender, huh?
This is more tender.
This is more tender. Oh, it smells wonderful. Cheers, everybody.
I'm not dying today. Not that. Oh, well, I don't know.
But it
doesn't taste like I'm gonna.
No, it is amazing. You went in scared.
I took the bite and I was like,
oh, wow.
Is this it?
And it tastes different. Do you feel the difference? It tastes slightly different.
This is not dry age.
No, it's not dry age whatsoever. It doesn't have that dry age flavor, that strong dry age flavor.
I'll get that out of the way immediately. This one's not dry age.
It is. But it is.
But it's not.
But it is.
Well,
it's a weird experiment.
Yeah, dude, this is tender. Look,
No.
I went to cut this whole piece.
Tender to the max. Do
Almost
you
came off.
feel you don't feel a little hint of difference in flavor? Pay attention. There's a very unique flavor in there. I enjoy that quite a bit, everybody. It is more tender. The fibers broke down more on the steak. it is missing one of that, I would say, 6 taste, right? Besides the umami,
It doesn't
which
have
is
the taste of dry age.
Exactly, it
That's
does not.
It's missing.
It's missing that
I
little
thought it was gonna have it.
kick on there. You know why? So this one is a regular dry aged steak, which we love and we are a huge fan of. And this one was dry aged in honey. In honey.
Oh, you
my
try
brother.
to put the honey on it?
Yes, and honey. I'm sure you guys are aware, which I mentioned on the video already, honey is a great tenderizers in different countries. So probably that's what happened. It penetrated a little bit in the meat there, and it tenderized the meat even more than this one
know
right
what?
here. Tell me.
You got a big chunk?
Yeah.
You put it dry aging with honey all over it?
Correct. It
And
is,
then you
by the
went
way,
with-
let me just be honest, all right?
Okay.
A complete nightmare, all right? It is a nightmare. It's sticky everywhere. You know, it's like, you know, even after you clean it, you're still sticky. You know, I don't know if, I don't recommend it, all right? I do not recommend it. If you want to try something extreme, do that.
Okay.
If you want a lot of work, and you want to get sticky all over, do it, all right?
Okay.
But I don't recommend it because it's just too much of a pain. How would you describe the flavor?
It's a little bit more flat. It's like,
This has more juice, more beefy flavor. This is less beefy flavor.
no. All right, so like it didn't get sweeter.
No.
It's more like neutral in sweetness, but like you have that little end of honey.
Here's the final verdict. For dry age, do you recommend the honey? No. Absolutely not. It is a complete waste of your time. You are going to get sticky up your nose, everybody. I'm telling you, don't do that at all right?
But if you're trying to just make it tender and
Yeah.
have the same process as a dry age for no reason,
Listen, just
Can
do
I-
the regular dry age. You're gonna
Yeah.
have it better. It's better, all right? The regular.
If you wanna
one
use
is
honey.
better. But I'll tell you one thing. I've learned a lot. You guys seen that was a little bit of mold, the white mold. By the way, are you eating mold? Congratulations.
woohoo!
Don't worry, I never let you down. I won't let you down now.
Okay, I hope I don't die.
You won't. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And if you want to try real dry age, highly recommend. If you want to get sticky with it, do the honey. You will probably come back to this video and put 1,000 different comments how terrible idea this is, because you're gonna get sticky everywhere, everybody. Don't do it.
Yeah. Well, now we know. Now we flippin' know. But here's the thing is that it's not a bad idea to like tenderize your meat with honey in general. It's still just a matter of how the heck are you going to be approaching the honey. Now, of course, the dry aging method is just too tedious, too much work, but if you figure out another way around it, like in a marinade, maybe it can work that way. Maybe. I think it'll probably be very tenderizing to the extreme if you do both pineapple and honey, because that's like double the source of tenderizing. It also depends on which kind of honey you're using. In the different types of honey that you use have different levels of enzymes. Pineapple has one set of enzymes, and adding the pineapple skin to the tenderizing mixture will be completely amplified and maximized with the pineapple enzymes. And then add in the honey, it's just going to be tenderizing overload. Complete tenderizing overload. And we have no busters over here. That is concerning. Well, let's see how this goes. We only have 2 busters over here, and there's no busters over here. These guys are going to die. GG's. GG's on Last Guns for the most kills at 11 kills. Jaded Games for 7 kills and 10 assists. Kiba for 8 kills, 6 assists. I did 9 kills and 1 assist. Sharkules for 1 kill, 6 assists. My Coffee did 5 kills, thank you. Demille did 3 kills, 2 assists. Slinky 1. Kiba. Do you have a preference? Do you have a preference as to which scroll you want? I think I'm probably gonna call it. I swear, like, we probably had, like, really good mojo. We had really good reception during the day than it is right now, huh? But, I still enjoyed the vibes that we had. I think probably it's also because that, I'm not gonna lie, I did lose some rest just to wake up in time for the whole Monster Hunter Stories 2 program, and I'm gonna try my best to take it easy for the rest of the time being, and see what will happen for tomorrow or the 4th of July. What do you know, Will Morrison gets the monk. Yeah, today's map was relatively short level. Could have been worse. I don't think we need to roll any credits. I need to go ahead and see who we can... We're probably gonna have to give a host tonight. We don't got any actual raids going on. It's, I don't exactly have much more to say. I'm just pretty done for the evening, and I feel like people are just done with today in general. That's why I don't see anybody else around tonight. I'm probably gonna be on Discord. Maybe I'll turn on some late night television for the evening, just to chillax and everything. But I definitely do appreciate the company, Kiba, and thanks to anybody who could stop on by as well. As much as I want to continue on, I feel like my pipes are kind of shot right now, so we gotta rest it for now. I think we just used up our energy. We used up all our wind for today from the excitement this morning, from the pretty amazing announcements of the free DLC that we're getting, and everything else. So let's just reserve the rest of it for some other time, shall we? So without further ado, where the heck am I gonna head over to? I think I'll head over to... probably... I think I'll head over to Yeah, we're really losing. We completely don't have, I think I'll just randomly host somebody I know. But, I'll try my best to be back on Monster Hunter Stories another day, another time, and hopefully finally get to this finale that we've been long waiting for. And hopefully all these hours that we put in, no matter whether it's for Monster Hunter Stories or another thing, will be worth it towards the end, because I don't know how we're going to be doing when the sequel comes out. We're probably going to be dealing with so much competition, even if the following for Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, is smaller. It's literally significantly smaller right now than the first game, but the main concern right now is probably going to fall out once people finish the game. But the post-game will keep people playing, so there's that. In addition, Monster Hunter Rise has been having a fallout in terms of retention as well on Twitch, so that's been quite the concern lately too. We'll see what happens with Monster Hunter in general. We'll see what happens. But as much as I usually end off my streams by doing my exit greeting, I don't really have like much of a greeting I can offer this time besides just wearing a mask and wash your hands, stay healthy, cool, and safe, stay sane, stay connected with all your loved ones, friends and family. Stay cool and connected with your fellow Kinokos in this Kinoko community, whatever is left in, however more we can rebuild the Kinoko community from the ashes of whatever we had before. And I'll catch you all in the next adventure. Oh yeah, don't forget to stay hungry, not just for something new to learn every day, but also for yourself. For a well-fed gamer makes a great gamer, and the great gamers eventually become the best gamers, and the best gamers maybe can help solve world hunger. You never know.